What's going on, everybody? Dr. Chris Featherstone here for yet another episode of the Legion of Raw. I'm here with the man himself. Look at him, man. Getting builter and buffer and buffer and buffer. You might as well call him Michael, ladies and gentlemen. Vince Russo, how are you, my man?
What's up, Doctor? How are you, my friend?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right. All right, let's get right into it, man. This is about 3 weeks before SummerSlam, one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. We got a return and no Gunther except for a video promo. So still a cold build off.
A lot of packages in this show, bro. A lot of packages.
What'd you think, man?
Uneventful.
Yeah.
I mean, Rhea Ripley returns at the end. Okay. We've got 3 weeks of Bo videos now. And and he's in the office and we don't follow that up. Okay. Oh my God, bro. You talk about crawling with this story, man.
Yeah. Huge. Lots of stretching with this, man. It's let's approach this from a writing standpoint, from a Vince Russo standpoint. This is Vince McMahon letting you know, of course, you know that SummerSlam is one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. Usually people view it as like the second biggest pay-per-view of the year, arguably between second and third. So 3 weeks left. And if Vince McMahon was backstage looking at all this and saying, okay, so what big matches do we have and what's in stone? And you're telling me, we're going to get there. Like, what
do we have? Yeah, bro, what do we have? I guess we got Gunther and Priest, right?
Yep.
What else do we have? Do we know?
Nia Jax and Bayley, since Nia won the Queen of the Ring.
Okay.
Cody, there hasn't been anything confirmed for Cody yet.
Can you imagine that, bro? You're world champion and you're 3 weeks from SummerSlam and he's not in an angle. Like, that's inexcusable to me, bro. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
3 weeks before one of your biggest pay-per-views of the year, nothing in stone. What is up with that 11th hour stuff, man? I don't understand.
Is it Solo? Is it Solo and Cody? Is that?
It's probably going to be Solo and Cody, yeah. Because as expected, so I knew that Solo was going to beat Cody, which would give him, okay, since I beat you, I want a shot type of deal, which is probably going to happen. Then Roman's going to probably come back at SummerSlam. But I mean, still hasn't been. It hasn't been confirmed. When you were there wasn't all these pay-per-views. Like there's just pay-per-view after pay-per-view that you really don't have much time to really stretch it out. Do you think all of this content creation, all these pay-per-views have really gotten in the way of really spending a lot of time in an angle?
Well, yeah, I mean they're just not special anymore, bro. Yeah. There's really no bills, and again a lot of when I say, bro, there's no bills. Well, there's no bills due to no stories, bro. Mm-hmm. Like there's just no stories. They just keep having these matches, bro. And that's why it just doesn't feel like anything's important, Yeah. I mean, what are they going to do now? They're going to have a 3-way with Sami, Braun Breaker, and Dragunov. What's the story there, bro? Like, what is the story?
There's none. There's none. And what do you think about Braun losing to Sami clean at the PLE?
They've lost their minds with Sami Zayn, man. I'm all for having favorites, bro. But not at the expense of talents that can really, really be money, man. I am sorry, bro.
Clean, man. Clean for what though? You know what I mean? Like, what was the point?
I have no idea, man. Yeah. They got Sam. We've talked about this. Doctor, they got Sami over on his comedy, not on his freaking wrestling. He was a comedy act in the bloodline, and that's what got him over. Now, all of a sudden, he went from that to beating Gunther and Braun Breaker. Come on, man.
Yeah. And it seems like one of his pitches now is like, well, you all view me as an underdog, but I don't want to be viewed as that no more.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, you kind of do, because that's what really brought you to the dance. And otherwise, if you're not being viewed as an underdog, that kind of takes away your stick. You know, and you don't want that. So we got Zubair, $2. WWE always runs out of time with a 3-hour show. How? That's interesting. Like they cut the Rhea segment off because they got a hard close, man.
Bro, this is the new ace in the back pocket. The new ace in the back pocket is leave somebody off for 3 months and then bring them back. That's the ace. If Rhea, like Doctor said, they're going to do it with Roman Reigns next. That's the big ace in the hole. Take somebody off of TV, bro, and just bring them back in 3 months. Okay, bro, you're bringing it back in 3 months. You're gonna sit there and tell me you're dying to see Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley? Like, really? Like, seriously, bro? You can't wait to see that match? Really?
Yeah, you already know there are a lot of marks are salivating at it, man. So,
oh my God, bro.
Yep.
Please, man.
Awesome Sauce, $10. Saw Money in the Bank and WWE's cringe gaslighting. Trish's career. She was active 4 years max with 5-minute Raw matches with one main event. Sherry Richter, Gail Kim, Mildred Burke, Awesome Kong are actual woman wrestling pioneers. What do you think about that, man? You were very pivotal in Trish's career, man.
Bro, I never worked with Trish at all. She came after I left.
I thought she came in she came in 90. She came in 2000, didn't she?
She came after I left. I met her. Like, I know Billy Gunn was trying to get her in, and he introduced me to her, and that was the extent of it.
What? How did Billy Gunn meet her?
I have no idea, but Billy knew her and introduced me to her. She was trying to get in, and that was my only time I ever met her.
Oh wow! I wonder when. Yeah, it had to be 2000, right?
No, I left, bro. This is 99, like prior to September of 99. That's when I met her.
I'm saying that she debuted in 2000.
Yeah.
Yep. March 19th, 2000. So just like 6 months before after you left. Interesting. With the TNA gimmick. She debuted on Sunday Night Heat. That's an interesting debut. Yeah, that's very interesting. I remember that. She appeared on the stage to scout Test and Prince Albert. That's where the TNA came from. So yeah. So let's see here. We have Zubair, $20. Thoughts on John Cena retiring? Thoughts on his legacy? Also, Russo, what were things you heard and knew about Cena when not working with WWE? And what were some ideas or dream booking plans for Cena ever wanted to work with them?
That's the one guy, bro, I regret not having to work with. I would have absolutely loved to work with him. But even though, bro, that very short window when I was consulting there, I pitched something for Cena and Vince before Cena was doing anything, bro, because I knew there was freaking money on them. They wound up not doing it, and it took them longer to get him over. But I would have loved to work with the guy. He's had a great career, bro. Kudos to him. He should have a great career in Hollywood now. I mean, one of the best, bro. One of the all-time best.
Was it 02 when you were consulting?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Trish was there. You didn't have any interactions?
Nah, bro. I was only there for a cup of coffee, man.
A cup of coffee,
yeah.
So interesting. So if you would have, what would you have done with Cena? That's different than what I
don't know what they did with him, bro, but I had him getting into it with Vince like immediately. like immediately. That's what I had. I don't know. I know they had the rap thing or whatever with him, but I had him getting it into with Vince very, very early on.
Interesting. We got Southside Reggie with $4.99. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Southside.
Yeah, very much. Zubair, $5. With Cena retiring, do you believe because the McMahon allegations, it's the cause of Cena picking now to retire due to affiliation and canceling Hollywood?
Bro, I think it's completely different. I think Cena and Taker, bro, from what I gather, were probably the two talents more closest to Vince. I mean, that's what I gather. That's what I take away. So I think it could be the opposite, bro. I think Cena could be bowing out because Cena was a Vince McMahon guy. You know, Cena might not like working under the great regime of Triple H and Shawn Michaels. I mean, Cena's made it clear, bro. I mean, we even heard stories, Chris. He he was at Vince's birthday dinner. Remember all that stuff? So, you know, Cena may be a guy that's not big into the Triple H regime.
We have Southside Reggie, $199. Thank you, man. Just giving us money. Thank you very much. We got Zubair, $10. Why not just have Rollins versus Priest again based on Money in Bank tonight? Would have been
I love the way, bro, that part of the stipulation was Seth Rollins could no longer, and what they threw that away like 2 minutes, like unbelievable. Bro, if I would have done stuff like that, forget about it. Forget about it, bro.
The stipulation is the gentleman's agreement, and then 2 days later, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Can you imagine, bro, if I would have done something like that?
That's like Austin has to be fired. Same thing with Drew. Drew's suspended indefinitely.
Yeah.
Oh, but a week later he's coming back. You know.
Because Punk says take the suspension off.
Yeah. So to finish, he said would have been Attitude Era style, leading to easily Gunther versus Rollins, but really two heels for World Title SummerSlam. Also Gunther not on TV. Yeah, I'm with you there, man. It just. Why isn't he having a TV presence? What is it about Gunther that you can't just bring him on television?
Because they have nothing for him. Bro, can you imagine they have nothing for champions? They have nothing for him. That's why he's not on TV. They have nothing for him.
But the crazy thing is now he's the clear-cut number one contender for SummerSlam now. So they did the video package to lead him up to it, but Priest versus Gunther with two heels, like it's a cold build. There's what's the buy-in there? I mean, what the heck is the buy-in? Because the fans, when they did the face-to-face of like a couple of months ago, that fell flat, but you stuck with it, and now you don't have any build. There's nothing there with Priest.
Bro, do they plan on turning Priest in 3 weeks?
And that's what I was thinking. Like that would be horrible, man. There's no slow cook there. For some odd reason, you're going to turn Priest probably against Finn, but then you're still branching out off to Priest versus Gunther. Just I don't understand the logic when it comes to that, man. Again, 3 weeks out. That's
not only that, bro. It's funny because after he lost to Sami Zayn at WrestleMania, that next promo, it looked like they were turning Gunther babyface.
Yeah.
So what is it? You know what I mean?
I think Gunther is such a really good heel, man. It'd be hard for me to look him as a face unless there's a really good story behind it.
Yeah.
Just a turn for turn's sake, man. I don't like that type of stuff.
Bro, can I tell you something, man? This is going to get me in trouble like I was better than 80% of the WCW roster. Raju, get your pen. This is your headline for the week.
There it is.
Wrestlers, bro, don't know how to book anybody other than themselves. Okay? Triple H can book himself all day long. Triple H cannot book other wrestlers. And, bro, that's throughout history. They can book themselves. When it comes to booking other people, they don't have a clue what to do.
From a creative standpoint, like storylines, it just didn't work out like that. Who were the creative staff like back in the
I
Hogan?
worked with Jeff for a long time, bro. Jeff Jarrett could not book anybody else other than, and bro, that's not a dig. I've said this a million times. They're not writers, bro. Just like I wasn't a wrestler. My role in wrestling, bro, when I got in the ring was to get the crap kicked out of me. That was my role. I was a heel, bro. I always got beat up. I got concussed 18,000 times. And you know what? As a writer, Triple H is getting concussed. Bro, when you're relying on, bro, keep Rhea Ripley off for 4 weeks, then we'll bring it back at the end of the show, we'll get a pop. Keep Roman Reigns off for 6 weeks, then he'll come out at SummerSlam and we'll get a pop. Bro, that ain't booking. That's not booking, bro.
Vince, I don't think they have time to breathe, man. I think that's where the issue is. It's always something like it's always another event coming up in Spain or in France or in Switzerland. It's the money is in. We're doing all these international pay-per-views. Like 3 weeks like a few weeks after SummerSlam, they're having a pay-per-view in Berlin. So you're doing all these international pay-per-views now. Is like. They're basically glorified house shows. You're right. The Scotland thing, the Berlin thing, the Cardiff, we had, those are just glorified. I mean, France is another one. Those are just glorified house shows that people are paying for PLEs to rile the crowd up and get them excited. And it's like, man, why are we doing stuff like that at the expense of the weekly viewer wanting to have some exactly.
Bro, the second you went 3 hours of Raw, you bastardized your product. Yep. That's when it all happened. Yep. Then you added Saudi, and now Chris said, now all these other countries. And what do you keep doing, bro? Bastardizing your product more and more and more and more.
And it's at the expense of the creative process.
Yes.
Because basically you're just, we're in Scotland. Okay, that's Drew's. That's Drew's hometown. That's Piper Niven's hometown. That's Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
Fire and water, fire and rain. Yeah.
So we're going to do that. Then we got Cardiff and, UK, good enough. Drew, what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't get it. it just doesn't make any sense to me as far as just how that is helping the creative process, because it's just not, man. You feel it. It just feels so contrived and it feels rushed. It feels rushed, especially leading into SummerSlam out of everything, man.
Yeah.
So we have Southside Reggie. I think Roman Reigns is greater than John Cena, seeing when Cena was on top, but the much deeper roster business was down. Roman with less stars has risen so many guys' profile just by association. Agree?
I disagree, bro. You can't blame the top guy when business is down. I think that's absolute horse crap. People always like to do that, bro. It's an entire company, man. You can't blame the top guy because business is down.
Yeah, I mean, the Cena era, man, I don't think it. In the grander scheme of things, I think the longevity and the tenure is what made the Cena era like a thing. You know what I mean? But as far as just overall feel for the product, numbers started to plummet and just things started to feel so boring and contrived. The numbers were down. It just didn't feel hot, doing a lot of the Cena era, man. So
I didn't see a lot of it, bro. A lot of it I didn't see. I'm just talking about Cena as like a bona fide star. I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, he paid his dues, man. Of course he did, but witnessing the Cena era, man, it just felt, you can tell that Vince he was just enamored with John Cena, man.
Yeah.
And he didn't care what, who, how. Cena was going to be the guy no matter what. And so he had a thing about Cena. He was relentless to make him a star for 15 years, man, and leading the company. And so fans started to really, really not be interested in that. And then all of a sudden numbers start to drop. If you think about it, Vince, you had ruthless aggression, numbers are still very high. And then Cena was like the pioneer of ruthless aggression. Vince cut that promo with all the people there, ruthless aggression, and then the SmackDown afterwards, that was the ruthless aggression that Cena said to Angle that back in, I believe it was June of 2002. And so that was really launched the Cena era, because between 02 and 05, he was still in mid-card. He's feuding with like Eddie and Rikishi and Taker for a hot second. Brock, so he had some feuds. 05 was when he won his first world title. So that was really the dawn, like really the launching of the Cena era. And if you think about numbers from 05 until still, it never had a chance to come back up.
Who did he beat for his first title?
I believe it was the Big Show, and I think it was a triple threat. Let me see. It was at WrestleMania in 2005 WrestleMania. What is this? 2024. So that was 19 years ago.
Yeah.
That was 21. I believe it was a triple threat between or no. Ooh. Might have been JBL. It was either JBL or a triple threat between, because I know he was in a triple threat between Big Show and Edge, and it was JBL too. Let me see. I love trivia like this. Let me see. I'm sure somebody has the answer here on I don't know. I'm not going to go through all that. Let me see. Russell was at WrestleMania 21. Cena, he beat JBL. Yep, he beat JBL. Yep.
Got
it. So that was his first title run was JBL beating him. So that was the dawn of it, man. So JBL was a really, really good champion, by the way. I know that you weren't around and didn't see his reign, but it was excellent. He had almost a year, and it was he was a fantastic heel. I think you would like him. Yeah. Let's see who else we have here. Got a bunch of super chats, y'all. That's fantastic. We have Dez 499. Braun is gold mine. Did they already ruin him? Such a boring Raw. Wish our Italian stallion Vince Russo was booking this. God bless you too always. Yes, indeed. What do you think they're making Braun the way they are?
It's never too late to save somebody, bro. It's never too late. You can always fix it, bro. But if you let it go too long, it gets harder and harder and harder and harder. Bro, I don't know, man, unless he's got an attitude or it's the old testing him, bro. Like it's all that. It's all that crap, bro. There's no reason Braun Breaker should be losing to Sami Zayn. There's zero reason, bro.
When did this testing him become a thing? Because if you think about it, like Hogan, Savage, Bundy, Stud, Andre, like when were they tested? The 80s.
They weren't. Yeah, they weren't tested, bro, because nobody was going to own them. Nobody was going to own Randy Savage. Nobody was going to. That's why freaking Bundy is not in the Hall of Fame, bro, because way, way, way back in the day, he had an opportunity to do a computer commercial when computers were just becoming a thing. Vince said no. Bundy said yes. He did it. And for that reason, he's not in the Hall of Fame. You didn't own those guys back then, bro. It wasn't like it is today, man. It wasn't like it is today.
Yeah, I love that type of, nah, you ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm an independent contractor.
Right, exactly, man. Yes.
We got McDowell's Human Resources Department.
Man,
I had to turn off that main event. That should have been a dark match.
Selena Vega in the main event of Raw. Come on, bro. Like, put me in the main event. Seriously. Selena Vega in the main event.
You know what? As soon as I saw that, I said, Rhea's coming back. It's very clear.
Yeah.
We have Slacker Scott Gunther wasn't on TV because his work visa won't allow him to work out of the U.S. yet.
Is there a visa issue? I haven't heard about that.
I haven't either, but I guess Slacker Scott has the scoop.
Yeah, maybe.
That could be the case, but at the same time, what does that have to do with all the previous weeks of not coming on TV when they were in the States? So, we have Carla Hyatt, $10. So do you guys think like sometime next year in 2025, will WWE let John Cena beat the tie with Ric Flair's 16 world title reigns and become 17-time world champion and retire on top? John Cena deserves it.
I don't think that means anything to them, guys. I really, really don't. I don't think that means anything to them. I really don't.
Flair, I imagine it means a lot to Flair, man.
Oh, can you imagine, bro, if they did that? We'd never hear the end of it. We would never hear the end of it, bro.
I think he would want to wrestle one more match against John Cena. Man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Zubair, $5. With Cena now retiring, does that limit WWE to rely on old stars and use the stars that left much they can or will WWE try to make stars?
Bro, in their opinion, they think they're making stars. Yes. They think Sami Zayn is a star. They think Kevin Owens is a star. They think these people are stars, bro. They think they're making stars. They actually believe that.
Yeah, even Pat McAfee was called Sami Zayn a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Zubair, $5. We've seen the debates of who's better, Hogan or Stone Cold here on SK. Screw it, let's add Cena to the argument. Cena the bigger and better star.
Yeah.
Little joke. Yeah. I just can't. I can't do it with Cena, man. I just his dedication, his work ethic. His tenure, yes, I'll give that to him. But as far as just a GOAT, I just can't do it, man. We got Rollins, $20. R.I.P. Hulkamania. During the whole GOAT discussion, I purposely didn't bring up Hogan's controversies because it's easy to prove that Steve Austin is the GOAT without it. Thoughts on Essence Janae accusing Hulk Hogan of more racism.
Did you hear about that?
I did. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to no sell that, man. It really is. I mean, like, you know, she was the cover, and then all of a sudden, you know, you change it up. I mean, why'd you change it up? You know what I mean? Because I don't know. It's hard not to make. I'm usually not a person of just making something out of anything. Like a lot of these, you know, internet people just try to find something to, you know, make something out of nothing. But man, when I saw that, I was like,
So what was the story, Chris? What was the because I saw she was on Bubba, but what's the story now?
So the girl, if I'm not mistaken, there was a black girl that was like a bikini model for like his beer company. So, because he has a beer.
He's touting that now. Yeah.
So, from what I saw, there was a black girl that was one of the bikini models, and then he found out she was black, and then he nixed it and changed it to like 2 white girl models. So that's like the big buzz going on as far as like Hogan is concerned with and people are saying, well, that's not very Christian of him because he was just on the 700 club, and it's hard to not make that a thing. That's just not an oversight. So people are thinking that it's pretty intentional right now.
God, bro, it's funny, bro, because with all the heat that he got with the comments about when his daughter was dating that black dude, with all that heat he got, you think he purposely would have a black, you know what I'm saying? That just sounds very, 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 very stupid.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard, man. It's hard. So, she was talking about Hogan fired her. She was supposed to be the brand ambassador or something like that, and Hogan let her go. So after the first day, saw that she was black. That's not for what's the thing? That's not for me, brother, and that's not going to work for me,
bro.
Brother.
We all agreed to put the TNA title on the Pope, and Hulk nixed it. And
really,
and I always went to bat for him, and I always said I didn't think it was a race thing, but to this day I don't know why he nixed it. I mean, the Pope had so much freaking charisma, bro.
Oh yeah,
and it was his time, and we all agreed on it, including Bischoff. And we got the old that doesn't work for me, brother. And I never said it was a race thing, but I never understood why that didn't work for him, brother.
I wonder why. Like, what wasn't at that time? Man, Pope was money, man.
I know, bro. We all agreed.
The fans loved him. Pope was pimping, all that stuff. The fans were really, really behind him, man.
Well, bro, the other part of that story is at the same time he brought Rob Van Dam in, and we put the belt on Rob Van Dam. So I mean that could have had more to do with it than anything. I don't know, but Pope should have got the title.
Even if RVD did get the title, man, I mean that still shouldn't have put the kibosh on Pope, man.
Yeah, I agree. But
that's difficult, man. I mean, at least he wanted the title, like he was pro Booker, right? In WCW or no?
Hulk?
Yeah.
Bro, Bash at the Beach was all about Booker winning the title, and Hulk wanted to win the title. That's what
that's why I asked you before, like, was he a fan of Booker? And I recall you saying that he was a fan.
Yeah, I mean, Stevie told me that Booker was a big advocate of Harlem Heat. That's what Stevie told me. But again, see, bro, people don't understand this about Bash at the Beach. Okay, here's what people totally miss with that, bro. They totally don't get it. Hulk wanted the belt because if he had the belt, he had to be on TV. And every time he was on TV, he made an enormous amount of money. That's why Hulk wanted the belt. People don't freaking get that. That's why he wanted it, bro.
Yeah, that's what it was. You told me. I asked you before. I said, "Well, do you think it was a Booker thing?" And you said, "No, you don't think it was like specifically intently, trying to bury Booker. It was more like, bro, I'm champion."
Chris, listen, I am very, very careful with the racist thing, bro, because you never, bro. Sonny Ono has labeled me a racist towards Japanese people, and like literally, bro, for the last 25 years, I'm trying to figure out what I would have against Japanese people, bro. But that's all about, bro, because I told Sonny that the cat didn't need a manager anymore. So now I was a racist, bro, because the cat could cut a promo. So that's why when somebody calls somebody that, I'm like, nah, bro, you can't. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah. You just don't know. I mean, bro, who knows? Maybe Hulk felt this woman was unattractive. I mean, I don't know, bro,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've seen her, and I saw the other two, and I think that
I will say this, bro.
personally, like head and shoulders above
Bro,
the
if
other.
I had my own beer company, I'll tell you right now, without a shadow of a doubt, my representative would be Rihanna. So I just want to say that without a shadow.
You are Rihanna, Mike, right?
Yeah, and I hear she's making new music, by the way, which I
Is
hope is true. She has not made music in freaking years, bro.
She's been doing what, clothing lines?
Oh, everything, clothing, makeup. I mean, she's an entrepreneur, but my God, we need some Rihanna music, man.
We need some was it Umbrella and
Umbrella.
Shut Up and Drive, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're working with?
That's old school Rihanna, bro.
Man, I know Rihanna based on when I was a trainer at one of the gyms that I worked at.
Yeah.
And they used to play Rihanna. Like
that's old school.
Man.
Yeah, that's old school. Yeah.
This had to be around 08, 09, when we were playing Rihanna like crazy, man.
Yeah.
So, she was on the Super Bowl, what, last year or year before?
The year before.
Year before? Yeah. I'm sure you watched it, right?
I was. She was preggers at the time, though. Nobody knew it.
I think everybody knew she was pregnant, man.
Not going in.
I think there's a lot of urban pop culture news outlets that talks about that stuff all the time. Yeah. Like Ashanti and Nelly, like that's a big thing now as far as like her being pregnant and stuff like that. There's all types of pop culture, urban channels and outlets and stuff like that. So
I got to actually see her perform at the Pepsi Center. She's a great performer, bro.
She good?
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
Nice. Did you mark out?
Oh,
did you sing along?
Oh yeah, and 2 Chainz too, bro. 2 Chainz open for. I sang along with 2 Chainz.
Don't let Hogan hear that you.
Yes, 2 Chainz. Yes, my daughter smartened me up to 2 Chainz.
Okay. What are some Rihanna lines that you can give us live right now?
Oh my God, bro. God, bro, it's been so long since she's made any music. Then I'm fresh in my mind. One of my favorite all-time albums, though, is Rated R. If you guys ever want to listen to Rihanna, listen to Rated R. What a tremendous album.
Wow.
Absolutely tremendous.
What are some Umbrella lyrics? I don't know any of them. I don't know any of her lyrics.
Yeah, I'm not a lyric guy, bro. I just like the music, you know.
You just like the music.
And like her. I think she's gorgeous, man.
You'd make her the next world champion.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and a brand ambassador for your beer line.
Yes,
you wouldn't fire her the first day.
No, definitely my ambassador.
We got Carl Haggett. What do you guys think? Triple threat at SummerSlam next month. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. If that actually happens, who should go over?
Bro, there's got to be a point in time, Chris, where Drew goes over.
Yes,
exactly. Like serious, like come on,
same thing, man.
There's gotta be a.
It has to be a payoff for him, man. Absolutely. I just think it's odd to throw Seth in there. Is it because they couldn't find something for him already?
Bro, I swear to God, there's so much stuff going on. I don't know if you picked this out or not, but the opening promo, we got Punk. He wants to lift the suspension. He calls out Pierce. Rollins comes out. Rollins is doing the sing-along. Freaking Seth sits on the desk and basically says, "This is taking way too long."
Yeah, well, Punk did that. Punk said that. Yeah.
Punk said that. Chris, how long have we been saying that? And, bro, then I got to tell you guys, listen to the crowd. These guys are going back and forth in a promo. They started singing again. You know why, bro? Because they were bored.
Yes.
They were bored of the promo. Why are they bored in the promo, bro? Because nobody's saying anything.
Yes.
Nobody is saying. I mean, bro, the verbiage was, I'm sorry, I can't. You stuck your nose in my business. This is not, bro. This is not story. You stuck your nose in my business is not story.
No.
And again, bro, how did the promo end, Chris? a mic drop. Like every single promo ends.
Who do you think's going to win if they do the triple threat? And why after here's the thing. And why after all this time? I mean, you've been doing this since before WrestleMania. Like this has been going on for 5 or so months, 5-6 months now with Punk and Drew. And so all of a sudden you just throw in Seth. And I know Seth and Punk had some beef or whatever, but why in the world would you cost Drew? And Punk is just he's just focused, laser bent, laser focused, and just absolutely just making sure that Drew does not get the world title. He said that was his mission. He wants to, make sure that he's not champion. And then all of a sudden Seth gets thrown in. What's the stipulation here? If it's just a triple threat match, what's the catch?
I don't know. You gotta really, really, really look for things. Because it tells you a lot. There were two CM Punk things you had to really see today to understand. Like I said, bro, first of all, him sitting on the desk saying the sing-along was going on way too long. Then, bro, think about this, bro. This guy's smarter than this, guys. This is why you watch this show, because of the Sean Sapps of the world will never tell you this. Chris, Punk knows exactly what he's doing. He's in the back with Pierce, and what does he say to Pierce? I'm not gonna be here next week. Bro, why would you ever say that in a million years? You know why you say that, bro? Because we're gonna see if the ratings are higher this week than last week. So you will know how valuable CM Punk is when he's not on the show next week. So he's already telling his entire fan base, I'm not going to be on the show next week. You would never do that, bro. You would never, ever do that. Bro, that is all by design. But unless you understand how these guys work, you would never know this.
And next week, if he's not there next week is 2 weeks before SummerSlam. I don't get it, man. I don't understand. And Drew's supposed to be back next week, though. And Punk's not going to be back?
He said, I'm not going to be here next week.
Oh, that's going to be horrible, man. With Drew being lifted, he wants Drew to be lifted. Drew was advertised to come back next week. So I don't get what. And so next week it'll be 2 weeks before SummerSlam. They still won't make it official. And then the week before after that will be like a week before SummerSlam.
Chris, what does it matter? All the marks are watching.
Yeah.
I told you, bro, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they do. They will watch. They will sing. It doesn't matter what they put out there. It doesn't matter. You and I and a lot of people here on Sportskeeda, bro, you're watching this crap and you're just falling asleep. Like you just want it. The marks don't care, bro, which blows my mind.
So they don't even try to move the needle anymore. They don't even try to elicit more people to.
Bro, we went 3 weeks with the box. 3 weeks with the box.
Yeah.
3 weeks, bro.
And counting, because we'll probably see more.
Yeah. 3 weeks with the box. Then he's in the office and you don't pay that off.
Right. Exactly.
Come on, man. Really? Who's got the patience for this? I don't have the patience for this.
Yeah. And all of a sudden you made him look normal. You do all the theatric tapes and all of a sudden, there's Bo Dallas in Adam Pearce's office. You know what I mean?
So he's walking around the building in the back.
Yeah, he's just around the building. Yeah. So where is he doing where is he talking to Uncle Howdy in one of the closets, one of the dark closets in the stadium or something like that? Like it just, again, man, you have to assimilate this to still make them look different than everything else.
Yeah.
And the problem is, man, like I was hoping it's not going to happen. They're starting to look they're starting to blend in with everybody else, man. I don't want to. That's going to be an issue. And you made a point. You said that, hey, eventually you can see, them falling flat, similar to Retribution, and all of a sudden Triple H is like, hey, we tried. We tried
Bro,
for you.
it's already starting because we've got 3 weeks of the same thing. Bro, people outside of the marks are going to watch no matter what. Let's make that clear. I'm talking about the normal people like us. We're bored with it, bro. We get it. We get the tape. We got the conversation the first time we saw it, bro. We don't have to see it 3 times. Right. Now we're getting to the point of we're bored with it. We're bored with it, bro. You're going to have your marks. They're going to put you over, bro. But I'm talking about the normal television viewers. We're bored with it, bro.
Yeah, just imagine 3 weeks of a sitcom or an episodic television show, the same thing. You know what I mean? Like,
same thing, bro. Right. Bro, I swear to God, Chris, I am a huge Amy Winehouse fan. Huge Amy Winehouse fan. So they made a movie about her life called Back in Black or Back to Black, I think. But I saw last night it was on Peacock. So I'm like, oh, let me watch this. Bro, they drug out the first 30 to 40 minutes of this film. I am a huge fan of hers. Enough, bro. I turned it off. I got bored with it in 30 to 40, and I'm a huge fan of hers. How do you think we feel about seeing something for 3 weeks?
Yeah. Sheesh. Yeah, but like you said, Marks is eating all this up, man.
They're eating it all up, bro. They're eating it all up.
Joseph Gonzalez, 499. This would have been a perfect night for Drew to cause havoc and interrupt matches throughout the night, like the Undertaker and Candy years back.
Joseph. Thank you. I used to love writing those shows, Joseph. I used to love writing those shows. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
Agreed. We got the wrestling truth. $5. WWE is full of NXT black and gold. It's disgusting. Worst set of champions. Oh, but we are in a boom period, but can't speak about it outside. Embarrassing. I mean, this isn't really a huge period for people outside the bubble, though. You know what I mean? I do think the beginning of the year was with The Rock there, but now it just feels like, I mean, the numbers, they got a 1.8, and it's like, I mean, you're still under 2 million. You know what I mean? You were over 2 million when The Rock was there.
Yeah.
But you're under it now. And so, like, is this, I mean, how many people did they retain, after the WrestleMania stuff, after The Rock stuff? That's what really the true measure is. You know what I mean? There's no retention there.
Bro, is one person tuning in to see Shayna Baszler? Is one person tuning in to see those 3? Like, literally, is one person tuning in to see those 3? Like, no. Seriously, bro.
No.
Then you got Pete Dunne. Who's tuning in to watch these people? The one guy you might be tuning in to see, you got Sami Zayn beating.
Yeah, that's a good point there. Let's see. We got Durant sucks. 279. The top 3 big drinkers of all time. CTM is joke 20.
Top 3 big drinkers of what? He's asking us wrestling wise.
Sure. I'm gonna go for it.
I don't know what but bro, when you say drinker, the only one I think about is Flair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was anyone like big drinkers like backstage when you were there?
I mean, Kevin always loved his wine, but you never saw Kevin carry on like a stupid drunk. I mean, you never saw that, but he loved his wine. Bro, I never hung around the bar and the liquor. I never hung around that scene, bro.
Was it was there catering in WCW?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Was it alcohol there?
No, not
alcoholic. Okay.
No, bro, there was always, after every TNA show, there were parties up in the room with alcohol and drugs and cocaine, and I'm gonna go near that. Okay,
right. What was like your favorite catering food to eat in WWE and WCW?
Catering was always good. I'm just a regular chicken guy, nothing fancy, Yeah.
And that was every week.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Catering was great. Yeah.
Good for them. All right, we got Junior $5. Vince, both Braun and Cargill are just more people under back and forth 50-50 booking. WWE wants the brand to be the star, not the talent. Precisely.
You're right, Junior. Yep, you're right. And which is so against everything, because what do you want to see on TV, bro? You want to see TV stars. You're a television star. That's what you want. You don't want to see TV, like that. You see, remember the Brady brunch, bro? You seen a bunch of Alice's. Remember, Alice was the maid in the Brady bunch. That's what you're seeing on these shows. And what do you watch TV for, bro? You want to see television star. Where are the stars?
Yep. Damian Gilchrist, $5. Would it not make more sense for Cena to win the IC title to ride off into the sunset as Grand Slam champion? No, I don't see that.
Bro, if Cena's, seriously on his way out, they're not looking to put Cena over.
So the deal was he wants to wrestle between January to December, so the whole year.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll get a title shot in that, just to spice it up a little bit. But I don't see him winning the title again. I don't see him winning any title really. So I mean, I can see him racking up a bunch of wins from different people. Yeah, I can see that happening. But no, him winning the IC title, no. Zubair, $5. Can we get writing with Russo? How WWE should book Cena farewell tour? Also, Rollins versus high heels. Really? Also, these bums need a punch from these Zoobster.
Yeah, I know. I noticed his shoes too, bro. Yeah.
He even talked about the heels during his segment today. T Roy 8605-499. Vince, how would you feel about a Mama Rhodes on a forklift match, bro?
Seriously, I mean they have nothing for him anyway, bro. Book it, man. No problem, man.
Cody versus Rock, man. When do you think we'll see that?
Cody Rock?
Yep.
WrestleMania?
Yeah, man. You think that'll stretch out that far?
Yeah, it's got to. It's got to, bro.
Yeah, because SummerSlam will get Cody
Sequoia
Solo. And then Reigns will help Solo. That'll take Cody away from Solo and the Bloodline stuff. So we'll probably get then you have the Bash at Berlin. That's at the end of August. So
who's gonna headline that? Berlin from WCW. They bring him back. Yeah,
he'll come back from the grave.
I swear.
Oh no, Berlin. Yeah, Berlin was the Wall.
Yeah,
has passed away, but Berlin was Dust Wonderkind. Alex Wright, right? Yeah.
Chris, I swear to you, I didn't even know Money in the Bank was on Saturday.
Really?
I didn't even. I didn't have a clue it was on Saturday, bro.
Did you? What year was Berlin? Did you have anything to do with that? With Alex?
He was already Berlin when I went there.
Okay. Did you work with him? Was he there still in 2000?
Shortly, a little amount of time. Yeah.
Okay. Like when people get let go around that time, was it just budget cuts? It's
just budget cuts.
But they kept so much.
But I always got blamed for people getting let go. I was always to blame for that. Yeah.
You got blamed for people getting let go?
Oh my God, bro. Absolutely. So many people think they were let go because of me, and it's so not true.
You're like the ultimate scapegoat.
Oh, yeah, people could, because they have no idea, bro. Like they literally had no idea. I wrote the show. I didn't decide who comes. I didn't decide who goes. I had nothing to do with who got paid what. I wrote the show. That's it.
I got a T-shirt design for you. Ready?
Yeah.
Was it Pro Wrestling Tees?
Yeah.
When in doubt, blame Russo.
Russo.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I got a new clip for you today.
All right.
I haven't even played this yet for anybody.
Ooh, debut.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Say that line again that you just said.
Pro Wrestling Tees, ladies and gentlemen. When in doubt, blame Russo.
Okay.
Very nice. Is that Meltzer?
Yeah, there you go. Because very nice.
Oh man,
who laughs like that? Who laughs like that, bro? Who laughs like
that? Someone who looks at matches and say, "Man, that's 7 stars, man."
Yeah,
that's a great match. Yeah, that's a 7-star laugh right there. Listen, we have the Wrestling Truth. $2.
It is a conflict of interest. Wrestling Truth, there is a conflict of interest, bro, because Triple H had a lot of history with a lot of these guys, and that history does not go away. It is a conflict of interest. I saw it with my own eyes, bro.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Zubair, $5. Thoughts on fans claiming the terrible show, slow burn stories is long-term booking and good way to tell stories despite doing the same garbage, but it's quote story.
Bull crap. It's that they don't know what to do and they're dragging it out. It's not slow burn. Bro, how many weeks did we see the same Liv and Dominik thing before Rhea Ripley came back? Yeah. Bro, we must have seen that 6 to 8 weeks. Yes. We must have seen that. That ain't a slow build, bro. That's dragging it out. Yeah. That's not, bro. A slow build is when you start a story and every week that story takes the next step. Yeah. That's a slow build. A slow build isn't when you have a story and it's the same exact thing 8 weeks in a row. Yeah, that's not a slow build, bro. A slow build is it goes week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Not this. That's not a slow build.
And the slow burn is in week 4, they're playing video games. Week 7, they're playing video games. Yes. Week 9, they're playing video games.
Yes.
Like, that's not a slow burn.
That's not a slow build. That's we don't know what to do, so we're going to drag this thing on.
Correct. We get King of Podcasts, $5. Shayna, Zoe, and Sonya should be called the Drive Away Dolls, like the movie that came out.
Yeah, well, so when they come on the screen, you drive away to another channel. Yeah, I like that.
All right, let's go through the lineup, man. I'll give you the honors.
Well, we talked about that opening promo, and like I said, very interesting. CM Punk saying this thing is going on way too long, and the fans chanting it towards the end because they were just freaking bored with the promo. They were not into it at all. Then we got a little Jey Uso and Chad Gable. That's where we did the Wyatt Sicks gimmick. Nikki Cross with another box for 3 weeks in a row. I didn't even know, bro, Pete Dunne was on the Raw roster. Did you?
I forgot.
Yeah. So we got Pete Dunne and Bronson Reed, and not one single person in the world cared about this. What else did we have, bro? We had the jury duty thing with Rollins and Priest, where the stipulation 2 days later doesn't mean anything. We had that, Chris.
Right.
Then, like you said, we had Sami Zayn. I am not the underdog, bro. Okay, you're the favorite, then, bro. You are the favorite to beat Braun Breaker and Gunther, Sammy. Yeah,
you're the odds-on favorite, ladies and gentlemen.
That's like Chuck Wepner being the favorite to beat Muhammad Ali, bro. Right. Okay, that's the equivalent of that. Okay, bro. Yeah. Okay. We had the Dragunov saving Sammy, and then Sammy saving Dragunov. What else, bro? Liv and Dom stretching the leg when Carlito's getting the line. Well, not about him being hard.
That was funny. I did like that.
Oh, boy. The tape again. We saw the tape. Sick is what will be. This might have been the line of the night. So after the tape, Chad Gable goes to Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce says they've ordered an investigation. So there is an investigation going on into the light. Bro, I thought, wait a minute. I thought 4 weeks ago now they killed everybody in the back.
Yes.
We're just starting an investigation now.
Yes.
4 weeks after now. Okay.
Yep. And it was on camera, so it's not about finding out who it is or trying to get the evidence. No, it was handed right to you on camera.
Yeah. Then we got Breaker throwing a chair at Dragunov with Sami coming out. Bro, he did not take that spear, bro. Sami.
Oh, I saw that too. Yeah,
I mean, that was awful, bro.
Yeah.
He totally shied away from that spear, and that hurt Braun Breaker.
It did. It looks really weak.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro. We had damage control against Velcro and the whoops.
Oh, before that was the Final Testament cutting a promo.
Oh yeah, I like Cross, so I like the promo.
It just,
but I don't get it. I don't get
it, man. That's where I'm at, man. He's got so much potential, man, but he just feels so lost. Like they just seem so lost. Like who in the world wants to be booked in a feud with the New Day?
It does not fit. It does not fit at all. No, bro. It does not fit. Man. Then we had damage control against Velcro whoops. We had a
that's when Stark, DeVille, and Baszler came back.
Yeah.
At the end of that one.
Yeah. What else do we have? Then we had the main event with Rhea Ripley.
They cut the promo, the three.
Oh God, yeah.
Stark, DeVille, Baszler, and then Alba Fire and Isla Dawn interrupts, and I mean, man, this tag team division
is nobody. Who's over? Like who's over with all the
exactly? Who's
outside of Cargill and Bianca Belair?
Yes, who they dropped the titles from.
But bro, they can consider Bailey over all they want. I don't consider Bailey over. So who's over? Is Nia Jax over?
I mean, she's physically imposing, and she's a number one contender. So I'll give that to her.
I mean, my God, bro, we can go through them all, bro. Yeah. Like it's just filler. It's just filler.
The tag team division is completely directionless. It makes no sense. The crowd reaction was super flat. You don't know who the baby faces are. Damage Control is supposed to be the heels, and then you had Whoop Whoop and Lyra. They're supposed to be the faces, but all of a sudden, because of a multi-person match, the heels come back and they beat up the heels, and all of a sudden,
the heels are baby faces,
and then all of a sudden the heels do the promo, and then other heels, Fire and Dawn, weren't they supposed to be heels because they attacked the champions, but they come with the debut team who are also heels. This makes no sense to me, and I'm sure a lot of people who aren't marks that can just eat everything that basically comes to them, no matter how much sloppy it looks. It just doesn't make sense. No. So much so that I'm not willing to spend all my energy to try to figure it out. I just don't care enough.
You don't care. It's not important. You don't care. You don't care. Exactly. We can go down this whole show. Let's be honest. And again, bro, I'm not talking about the marks. I'm talking about for fans like Chris and myself, bro. We're being generous, Chris. If you say you cared about 20% of this show. You're being generous if you say 20% you cared about.
Yeah. I definitely didn't care about this woman segment.
No.
It was just too much. Like I literally, I was doing some professor. I was doing work for the college I work at while I was watching it, and so I was doing some things. And man, as soon as they did the promo, I was like, I sighed. And then as soon as they panned over to Fire and Don, I literally just kind of instinctively, I was like, ugh, like I just literally made that sound because I just shook my head. Like, man, am I really supposed to stop what I'm doing and be laser focused and so concentrated on this convoluted nonsense?
Bro,
So
I
much so
swear.
that I'm supposed to be interested in this whole
Bro,
division?
you know what it is. Here's the problem, guys. Here's the problem because this is a fact because we had Road Dogg on the show for a certain period of time, and this is when Dakota Kai just started, and Road Dogg was putting her over to the moon. Here's the problem, Chris. You got NXT people, whether it's Sean, whether it's Prince Albert, whoever it is, they're championing these people. They're not looking at will so and so get over with the masses. Chris, when I was at the WWE early on, okay, bro, I was friends with Man Mountain Rock. Man Mountain Rock wasn't getting over with the masses. Bro, I was good friends with Louis Spicolli. I was good friends with these people, but I knew where they were on the card. I knew where they were. What the problem is, you know, Shawn Michaels champions that little guy, Gargano. Now that dude's tag team champion, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That dude's a tag because Shawn Michaels champions him, bro. That's the problem, bro. They're playing favorites with these people, and casual fans like us are looking at this show and we're saying, these are the best wrestlers in the world. These are the best wrestlers in the world, bro.
You could tell by those awkward hugs, man. You know what I mean? Like it was like, you know, good job, atta girl, you made it, you did it. You know what I mean? Here's your promotion. You know, it's just like, and then you get a bunch of people, casual fans or bridge fans, you know, in the middle, and it's like you're looking at that stuff and you're like, why do I care about this, man? I want episodic television. I want suspension of disbelief. I want a good story to really sink my teeth in. I don't care about Kiana James getting a promotion.
Chris, suspension of disbelief is totally out the window.
And that's sad.
Because I don't know if you saw the scrum after Money in the Bank.
I did.
Bro, Triple H is talking about the botch spot. It's over.
Yes.
It's over, bro.
Yes.
Triple H is talking about the botch spots. Oh, I wish I could have took Priest's phone away from him so we didn't read about all the it's over. It is if that's a botch spot, bro, we're talking about in a scrum.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Yeah, man. It's all about they want to make it MMA like, man. They want to make it like UFC. They have post shows, and you know, you have a lot of other press conferences, boxing, you know, I mean, they have post shows too and things like that. So they want to make it combat sport like UFC and boxing. And the problem that you have with that is that you don't have bot spots that are already planned that someone just decided to not do. You know what I mean? In a boxing or MMA, because it's real combat. You know, pro wrestling is a contact sport, but at the same time, of course, you're not having bot spots anywhere else of people supposed to kick out of pins. And so that's not, so that brings away the suspension of disbelief. That's what makes wrestling. Yeah. That there is a comic book come to life. There is a suspension of disbelief element. More. There is ability to look at these people as characters and superheroes and supervillains. That's what brings wrestling to the table. It's not about, hey, let's two people go out there and duke it out like an MMA fight. if you do that, what's they're mirroring similarly, it looks like a fake MMA fight, and you don't want to do that. You want to distinguish the two, not make it different, not make it look the same, especially since they're under the same umbrella now. Like you don't want WWE to look like a fake MMA, you know what I mean? And so, I mean, Dana White's even criticized that before. Like UFC fans used to criticize WWE for being fake. You know, I mean, that was one of the biggest criticisms. But the thing is, what you could do is you could bring these characters back, and that can cause some intrigue because it's different than MMA. You're trying to blend it too much.
It's too far gone, bro. It is. When I saw Triple H talking about a botched spot, I'm like, bro, it's done. It's done, bro. It's over. It's over.
Sad. Let's see. We have Wrestling Truth. People, $5. People say Brett is bitter, but look at Triple H booking is trash. If you care about wrestling, stop watching as long as
you're right. We've been saying that forever, bro. It's like, you know, like I'm going back to Ohio State. Ohio State's 2-2. How many games they play during the year?
14 usually.
They're 2-12, and you're going back the next year, and they're 2-12, and the next year they're 2-12, and you expect them to get better? Why are they going to get better, bro? If you're going to go see them at 2-12?
Yeah. I agree with you, man, 100%. And we got Zubair $5. Sucks we won't get Edge versus Cena again unless Tony Khan and WWE willing to allow some inter-promotion. Can it be possible since Tony's a mark after all?
No,
I don't see that. Unless it's Forbidden Door, unless it's under his roof. Otherwise, that won't happen. Wrestling Truth, $2. Russ are on tiers that they shouldn't be on Zayn. Tiers that they shouldn't be on Zayn. Do you get that? Yeah, I don't get it either. All right, so the main, Dominik and Liv defeating Rey and Zelina. Rhea returns. Thoughts on that?
Yeah. I mean, bro, that's here's well, again, bro, they're writing the show for the marks, because if I am a casual fan and I'm watching this, I know Priest was on the phone earlier. That doesn't tell me Rhea Ripley's coming out the last 2 minutes of the show. So you're trying to get this big pop. Unfortunately, a lot of your viewers already went to bed when they saw this main event.
Yeah. Which goes to show that it was for the house. You know what I mean? Especially if you're doing a hard close and you barely see her come out.
And again, I don't even know, to go back what Chris and I spoke about weeks ago, I don't even understand what the hoopla is all about when they never established a relationship between Dominik and Rhea Ripley to begin with.
Correct.
They never established a relationship to begin with. So what? She's hot at what? Because she's married to Buddy Murphy.
Yes.
Let us all know all that.
Yep.
Dom putting engagement pictures up online. So Rhea Ripley's upset over what?
That's exactly what I thought about when she came back tonight. That's precisely what I thought. They
never established a relationship. If she would have been a dominatrix or something like that, okay, they never did that.
Yes, I 100% agree. Liv wants Dominik, but now Rhea is upset at Liv for wanting Dominik, and now she looks at Dominik and says, "Look at me," and doesn't take an attempt to hug. What is she upset about? Like, is she upset that he may go with Liv? But if Dominik kisses Liv, say he's like Liv is helping him win, wouldn't Rhea be happy that her boy is winning now? Like,
and where's poor Buddy in all this?
Yeah, exactly. Where's Buddy? Where's Buddy? He's over to AEW wrestling 6-man matches, ladies.
Bro, it's just amazing to me, like with that Mark crowd, because it's like no matter what they do, it's a home run.
Yes,
like no matter what they do, bro. Like seriously, it's hysterical.
Because you know why? Because next week you'll just start getting mommy chants. They don't even care. They
And
don't
that's
care about the
exactly
logic.
it. Yes, you're absolutely right, bro.
Yep. And they don't care. It doesn't make sense. I don't care. Mommy, mom, they don't care. It doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter.
That's like going to a college football game to like just do the cheers.
Yes.
Isn't it?
I'm gonna do the wave. I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to college. I don't know who's playing. I don't have a team. I just want to wave.
I don't care who. Hey, yeah. Oh, the fight song. Wait to play the fight song. Like, what a bunch of imbeciles, bro.
Like, do you even know, what the game is? I don't know. Hey,
yeah. Oh my God, it's unbelievable to me.
We see that every week, man. We see it every week. We have Rollins $2. Should the Heyman angle be used to bring back Lesnar?
Probably. That's their next ace in the hole when they could bring Brock Lesnar back.
Yeah, I think there's still going to be a little while since all this is still pending, the investigation, things like that. So, I can see Lesnar. I can see Lesnar back though. I can see him back. It wouldn't surprise me if he did.
Yeah, it's not gonna. It won't surprise me. They just got to let more time pass.
Correct. Yep. Absolutely. Let them know where to find you, my man.
Hey guys, I want to tell you guys something real special, man. I am writing and producing for a independent company here in Colorado, Rocky Mountain Pro.
Yeah.
And every Tuesday on Twitch, bro, twitch.tv/Vince Russo live. Every Tuesday, I do a watch along with the show I wrote. And I'm not just watching along a wrestling show. I'm telling you I'm showing you how to write a show, how to produce a show. If it's something you're really interested in and learning how to do it the right way, every Tuesday night at 9:00, twitch.tv/Vince Russo live. Subscribe to the channel. It's interactive. You tell me what you think. You pitch me ideas. I may even use those ideas. If you guys, like that aspect of it, you'll really love that.
Very nice. This guy right here is Vince Russo. I'm Dr. Chris. This is Leads in a Raw. Have a good night, buddy. So long.